Championship round of the game of the Oversalt Community Bronze Top 500 Tournament features Galactic Community, which we saw on stream earlier, taking on Night Raid, the team you saw last week against huge players in the championship round of the Bronze Diamond Tournament, I believe it was. So you're going to... Or rather, well, we saw them last week in the championship round, but they are back here to strike twice in 2 weeks. So we'll see what happens here between these two teams. My name is Klutchy on the play-by-play, and Sodet is your producer slash head of tournament right now. So we will see what happens here between these two teams. Again, Galactic Community back on stream for those that move on over to twitch.tv/oversalteu. It was a very interesting round, but a very exciting round for Galactic Community against the team from Bench Street Boys. 3-2 score back on Route 66 in favor of the team from Bench Street Boys, and Galactic Community handled the rest well. 6-5 back on Kings Row, and a convincing 2-0 on Oasis as well, but nonetheless a very exciting round from them. We're going to see if Galactic Community can take down Night Raid. By the way, Night Raid sweeping the entire board last week up until the championship round when they played huge players in the best 3 out of 5. Didn't go too well for them there, but now Night Raid has a chance to win this one out in this tournament. You're going to see the team comes here standard, or rather death ball coming out from Galactic Community, and for the defense wise, again a death ball. So we're going to see a mirror battle here on both sides. Basically, question is which one is going to get more aggressive. Fi takes down Azura to start, as well as SFX taking down Alone. So right now, it's just a battle of push and shove. But right now, it seems to be the team in blue winning this fight altogether. So Night Raid's going to have themselves a first good defense as Galactic Community backed up all the way to their spawn room. Alone barely makes it back to the spawn, though, so they'll have the rest of the team to reset and heal. But it's just a matter of how much more aggressive can one side be over the other. And right now, it looks like Earthshatter is going to be huge. That's 4 people going down. Graviton Surge at the same time. 3 people there in the Graviton Surge as the sound barrier goes down. So really nothing going on either side. Even if both tank supports or both tank ults were huge on either side. And I believe that was Fi that got off the Graviton Surge just in time. Oh, I'm sorry, that's going to be rather Mitsunati that got off the Graviton Surge just in time as Waterfall got the Earthshatter in, but now it looks like the script might flip here. Tharion's got the Earthshatter. Fi's got that Graviton Surge right down in the middle. Earthshatter big. That's going to go down. Self-destruct really not going to do anything there. And now self-destruct in the background here. That's going to get Fi. And finally, we might see some movement here from Galactic Community. Tharion takes down Waterfall in the meantime. And the team in red finally dons their color and moves this payload forward. One more kill on Bunny's Wrath would have done it, but not going to be enough. And that would do it for Galactic Community. So they finally have their attempt halfway down, and they're going to move this payload up even further. And a lot of times you're going to see the death ball strategy really work out in the team that played more aggressively. And in that case, the Earthshatter and the self-destruct really not doing anything on either side, but the big thing that made the difference was the self-destruct coming in late from who was it? I believe it was Alone who had that, but I could be wrong on this point. But again, a better aggressive team is the one that wins. It self-destruct comes out, gets 4 people down in the process. Graviton Surge right there, not really going to get anybody. The only one there was the Zarya from Fi, but it is enough to hold the point, and that is enough to take down the doors of Junkertown. So 4 minutes on the clock here to push this up to the second point, and Night Raid's got to find an answer to what Galactic Community has right now. And I believe right now it's actually, if I'm looking at chat correctly, Galactic Community, or I believe it's Galactic Community that wants a pause here. If Toadette can help us here. I believe Toadette is the leader of the game anyways, and she's gonna ask why, but pause here in the action real quick between Night Raid and Galactic Community here in the championship round. So let's go back here to the 2 teams here between Night Raid and Galactic Community. Night Raid basically comes in from last week, from what we know, comes in from last week. But if I'm taking a look at the bracket here from the Bronze to Top 500 tournament, Night Raid comes in beating Nova Guardians in round number 1. Round number 2 beats Rebellion Axis in their semifinal round. So it's just going to be it's just it'll be interesting to see what these two teams come out for. In the meantime, going back to Galactic Community's chance here, back on the stream, again on Twitch TV/OversaltEU, we saw the team from Galactic Community basically have themselves an uphill fight to start. Bench Street Boys won back on Route 66. That was a 3-2 game. And then a very exciting Kings Row game in which both teams got a second chance at life, basically tying it up 3-3 in that round, and then coming out and winning the fight entirely. Galactic Community, by the way, no time on the clock in overtime for about 20 meters in the second point in Kings Row, and then all of the third point, but wins the game 6-5 on the hold from their opponents, Bench Street Boys, who, by the way, had 4 minutes and 53 seconds to push it up to 3 points to tie up the game again, but Galactic Community able to hold that. Third game, though, Oasis. I mean, that was a game and a half alone, even if it was a 2-0 score. Galactic Community comes out swinging, only giving up 84% to start, but then flips it all the way through, winning their 100-0. And then back in the second map, that was back in the Gardens. City Center comes in for their match, and they win that one 100-99. So a great way to end their series there in the semifinals. Now Galactic Community has momentum going into this game, and big momentum at that. Earthshatter comes in on both sides, really not getting anybody. Self-destruct comes in right after the pause. Somebody up. What a play from Bunny's Wrath. That's 3 kills, a triple for Mitsunari. Ezra and Snowly all going down, and the rest of the team goes down. Athena calls team kill, and not even a chance for Galactic Community to breathe. Night Raid has themselves the first team kill here on stream.
Greetings.
What a play, by the way. Great Diva Bomb from Bunny's Wrath. That self-destruct huge for the team in blue, and that may force the momentum all the way. Soundbearer is going to drop early on to give the team a chance here. Rocket Barrage comes in, really not going to do anything as Alone. I don't know if Alone kills himself there, but that's the rest of the team. And again, 30 seconds after the first team kill, Galactic Community once again team kills, or I'm sorry, Night Raid again team kills Galactic Community. So not even giving them room to breathe. Galactic Community's got to find a way here. 2:30 on the clock. 56.47 meters is this payload down the line, but Night Raid, the way they're looking, if Galactic Community can't push this any further, it's going to be Night Raid's to win. Tries to get off the rest of the team. Night Raid showing off here. Grim takes down Snowly. That's a huge support kill. The rest of the team coming here. How big is this Brigida coming in as well? Is that going to be a team kill? Athena doesn't say it because I believe Tharion just got back in time. But that regardless seems like a team kill, and that's huge if you're Night Raid. So again, another team fight won by Galactic Community, and they've won 3 team fights in a minute and a half. So this is impressive as enough. If for any team, really, 4 players on fire. Bunny's Wrath and Waterfall left out of the fire train. Coming in now, they're going to play downstairs now. Graviton Surge, that's 3 people going down there. Question is to follow. Self-destruct right in the middle of that Graviton Surge. Not going to get anybody. Good shield there by Tharion to keep the rest of his team alive. Graviton Surge also comes in. Coalescence at the same time. But the Transcendence to keep the rest of the team alive is huge from Snowly. So 2 great plays there for the team in blue, but it's not going to be enough as Galactic Community comes in, swinging away, and finally we see some light, but the Brigida showing no mercy. Takes down Snowly, but finally Lycius able to end the reign of Grim. So now it's just a push and shove at this point. No ult on the floor right now. So push and shove for either team. Bunny's Wrath and Waterfall both on the point right now, getting the charge that they need. Gets the charge kill on them, and Waterfall finally wins the mirror battle of the Reinhardts here, but 50 seconds left to play, and not much either side can do in terms of ults. Soundbarrier is down for SFX, but with Aaron gone, you only have a Rocket Rush for Alone. Speaking of which, Alone uses the Rocket Rush, gets present, gets SFX, and that'll be pretty much it. But 2 supports down, and 1 left to go on the side of Grim, so maybe Galactic Community finally showing some fight here as well. The question is, does Night Raid want to try and defend this around the turn? That answer is no. So a minute 52 on the clock. Don't start the end game music just yet. Galactic Community back in the game. Not much time for them to score though here, because they've only got a minute and 50 seconds to play. So this is going to be a fight to the end here for Galactic Community, unless they can push them all the way through. They might not have any time on the clock. Earthshatter comes in on both sides. That's 3 people on both sides getting knocked down, but nonetheless, Therian's going to have the last laugh because he does get the kill up on the Lucio as well. Graviton Surge, question is to follow with 3 people there. Mitsunari, Lycus, as well as Snowly, who uses Transcendence. A little too late though, but a little late, but still nonetheless gets the job done for the rest of the team, and that will push the payload up even further. So Galactic Community again showing some light here on their side, finally getting stuff going, breaking through the barrier of Night Raid. But now the question is the rest of the time. It looks like the scatter is on for Night Raid here. A lot of people scattered out. Diva's in the background, and they're going to notice that right away. Fi's going to bring out the Widowmaker, takes down Lycius in the meantime. Self-destruct right behind. I don't think Darion knows it's there. And flips the shield a little too late. Mitsunari's going to go down, and this is going to be a win for Night Raid. Darion, the only one left alive for a team kill announcement. And Athena does announce team kill. So 30 seconds left to go. We've seen Galactic Community, not 1, not 2, but 3 official team kills from Night Raid this game. And Galactic Community's got to find an answer and find an answer now. They only have ult to use. I'm sorry, they only have 3 ults to use here compared to Night Raid's 1, but the 4 ults may be useful. Rocket Barrage and Dragon Strike. Mitsunari may bring out the Graviton Surge as well. Gotta be desperate here because they gotta move up on the payload. There it is. So Therion's gonna force at least an overtime here. Rocket Barrage here from Alone takes down SFX, but that's about it before Fi gets the kill on him. Again, gotta use that Graviton Surge, gotta use the Dragon Strike maybe, but they're not grouped up at any point, so this may be useless. Mitsunari goes down. Dragon Blade is gonna come out from Grim, takes down Snowly. This may be it, gets down Lycius and Therion in one swing. Santa Maria! Grim with a huge play, and that's gonna end the try here for Galactic Community. 2 points down the road, but not even in the home stretch, and Night Raid has themselves some work, but after the aggressive plays in the second and the third point, Night Raid's got a good shot at this. 66.88 meters down the way, actually officially on the top scoreboard, 66.91 meters down the way here, and this is a very good game here on both sides. You can tell Galactic Community bringing back some fight, 2 points down the way, but only 66.91 meters, not able to get it around the U-turn of the third point there, but still a very good attack for Galactic Community nonetheless. Now it's Night Raid's turn to try and do it, so in my case of view, you got to be the more aggressive team, and I think a lot of teams would agree that the more aggressive team in a death ball situation wins it, and Galactic Community just didn't pull that off enough to do so, and Night Raid's going to have to find a way to push through this, because again, 2 points at 66.91 meters is not easy, but if your team plays aggressively, this could be it. Prepare to attack, prepare to prepare your defenses phase, rather. Let's take a look at the team comms here to see very standard 2-2-2 come out here for the team from Galactic Community, although they are still deciding as they have 35 seconds. A very short walk to the first point nonetheless here, unless you're trying to get all the way back into the spawn room. Very close walk there from the second point to the first point. But if you're taking a look at it right now, it's going to be Galactic Community coming in with a standard 2-2-2. Alone's going to try the Hanzo game, as well as Lycius on the Sombra. However, no Graviton Surge available, as Mitsunari's going to play on the Diva and Therion on the Orisa. In the meantime, unless Night Raid decides to change here, we might see a pirate ship combo, because Fi is still on this Bastion, and the Bastion is moving. That's exactly what we're going to see here. Actually, Bastion stopped moving. They're going to switch on over. Fi's going to move on over to the Widowmaker. I think what the plan there was, Bastion was going to be out to see what was happening, and then Fi comes back in to switch accordingly. So Fi with a switch on over to the Widowmaker. We will see how well that works out for Night Raid. Meantime, though, a little bit of a different story than what Galactic Community has. Night Raid able to push this payload up at least to the first turn and around it in the first 30 seconds, but nonetheless, a great change for Fi as Fi takes down Mitsunari entirely. And this is going to be a good win here. Lycus taken down again by Fi based on the secondary fire. And again, it's just Galactic Community coming down here and winning this. Or, sorry, it's going to be Night Raid winning this fight, and you can tell why. They were in the championship game last week in the Bronze Diamond tournament. Now in the Bronze Top 500 tournament, they're doing exactly the same thing we saw them do in the previous rounds before the championship game. So 2:58 left to go on the clock. The payload having little to no trouble. Alone on the Tracer's going to try defending themselves, but Darion's right there to jump in with her. And so right now, it's just a matter of push and shove. Nobody really having ults as Grim goes down. Waterfall's going to have a Primal Rage to use. The question is if Waterfall wants to use it. Fi's got 2 headshots. Keep in mind, this Widowmaker's doing well so far, and I think the Bastion to Widowmaker change is working out well in their favor. Mitsunati going down again entirely by Fi, and that is going to be it. So a lot of time on the clock for Night Raid. 5 minutes to push this payload up to the second point as the doors to Junkertown open up. So looking at the ultimate economy now, you've got 5 ult coming up for Night Raid, as well as 2 on the other side, only for Galactic Community. Rocket Barrage comes in, Azura goes down, but alone able to take down Grim before any more damage can be done. Azura does go down though, so no chances of big res or big heals coming up here. Self-destruct comes out in the meantime. Where's that landing? That lands right in front of Therion, and that's going to take him down entirely. But self-destruct in the background as well, not going to get anybody there. By the way, let's talk about this for a second, because we're talking about all the characters here, but we may be over talking, we might be under talking this, but again, Fi was on the Bastion to start the game, looks out, then changes to a Widowmaker, and nonetheless now Fi is on fire here for Night Raid and got a few kills in that last fight. This payload has not stopped at any point here in the second point, so, and it finally stops there for a little bit of a fight as the Zenyatta from Snowly brings out the Transcendence. Present's going to bring out the Valkyrie as well to do some heals, as well as the Transcendence, so both support ult coming out for Night Raid, trying to get the team some heals. The question is how effective is this going to be? Fi takes down Ezra, Fi takes down Lycius, Fi takes down the mech from Mitsunati. Grim's going to bring in some kills as well on Mitsunati and Snowly, but nonetheless, that will be it. Darion gets the primary kill on Fi to end the reign, but it's not going to be enough. Nobody checks the point. And right now, it's Galactic Community being pushed back all the way. So 453 to push this 66.92 meters along the way. This is the question. Which team offense or which team's defense will persevere here in the last 5 minutes of this match? Right now, playing a little more aggressively up on top of the rotating platform there. You're going to see a little bit of Waterfall, as well as Prism, as well as Press M, rather, moving along in this situation. But right now, it's just a matter of push and shove right now. False Spawn's going to come out, not really getting in. Grim brings out the Dragon Blade, gets Snowly, gets Lycius, gets the charge on Therion, and right now, this is all Night Raids to win. Grim just opens up the door entirely here. Somebody's got to get to this point, but everybody is backed up for Galactic Community. Somebody's got to get to this point. Final meters here. Final 9 meters. Self-destruct comes right there. Going to protect with the bubble. Great bubble there from Waterfall. That's going to push up the payload, and that's going to give them the third point. Night Raid looking a little different here. 3-2 the final score here on Junkertown. And they are up in the series 1-0, 2 wins away from winning the championship round. Grim, no doubt about it. 3 kills on the final point and 3 kills on the back in the second point with that Dragon Blade. But this is going to go credit to the final, to the first round rather, as he gets the kill on Snowly, gets the swing away on Therion, as well as Lycius on the same time. So this Genji from Grim showing out entirely. And what a game there by Night Raid. 3-2 your score in Junkertown. We will be right back. You're watching the Overstock Community Bronze Top 500 Tournament.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They
Blizzard World is where we go to next. Night Raid wins game number 1 back on Junkertown 3-2. It's up to Galactic Community to bring it back here in the championship round. My name is Clutch here, play-by-play. Joining me is Toadette, or she is the producer / head of the tournament. So I'll just be your guy for the rest of the way here. But what a game we have so far. Galactic Community back on Junkertown gave Night Raid a little bit of a scare. 2 points down the way, but Night Raid altogether on their first defense had 3 team kills, and that's the way that led them to push back Galactic Community. Night Raid then went on to push out Galactic Community all the way through 3 points. Impressive enough with lots of time on the clock, and give credit to all the team for Night Raid, but Grim comes out with the play of the game there with the Genji, who he will stick on here in the defense mode, so we will see how well this works out. In the meantime, Galactic Community, beauty of the game, you can't really tell anything until the doors open, but right now it looks like they're going to play the death ball game with 3 tanks and 3 supports. Night Raid's going to try the 2-2 with the 2 DPSs are going to stay the same. Fire was working well on the Widowmaker, Grim was working well on the Genji, so they're going to stick with the same strategy here in Blizzard World. I'm going to take a look at the map pool here. Blizzard World is our second map. Nepal is third, and if we go on to games 4 and 5, Temple of Anubis is fourth, and Watch Point Gibraltar is fifth. But right now we're focused on Blizzard World. Here in game number 2, trying the jump shot there from 5, but really not going to get anything going. But nonetheless, I think does get a hit early on, but a great hit, but not enough to get it killed in that case. Trying to get the early jump, 5, not able to get anything. However, coming up the stairs, again, this is what we saw from Galactic Community on their try. They're going to try and come all the way around Night Raid, but the problem is I think Galactic Community, I think Night Raid is going to try and notice this already. And they're going to try knocking on the door, but very, very passive about it if you're the aggressive team right now, because all of Night Raid is spread out, which you could take advantage of, but right now Galactic Community not doing so. Gets a little bit of the first tick, but not much else, as they're starting to back up already, even though they have all their health. So the question is, how much more aggressive can they be at this point? And right now, just contesting it, still in that corner. Lycius is going to keep trying. Mitsunati's going to keep trying on that point, but nobody's gotten a kill here so far. So, I mean, this push and shove so far really not working out. Snowly's got the Coalescence. That forces in a little bit here. And that's going to force a team fight now as we finally see kills on the feed. It's equal standing on both sides. 2 kills to 2 kills on both sides, but the biggest one is the kill on the Mercy, courtesy of Alone. And this may very well be the fight to win here for Galactic Community. Dragon Blade being brought out. Grim's going to take the swing on Lycius. Grim's going to try the swing out, and not much there either. Going to get a hit, at least on Mitsunati. Self-destruct comes out for Alone, gets nothing there either. So they've got the first tick at least, but the second tick is the one in question right now, and that spawn point not very close to where Night Raid wants to be to try and defend this point. Primal Rage being brought out. Waterfall is going to take it out. Self-destruct right on the middle, and not getting anything there from Bunny's Wrath, so the point still moves along. 54.9% on the way there. Push and shove. Second tick is good. Transcendence is being brought out by SFX, as well as Tamberry being dropped. 4 people get there from Ezra. Now the Graviton Surge gets at least 3 people there. Question is the follow-up. Self-destruct comes down right as the bubble goes down, and Waterfall and Bunny's Wrath both go down by the hands of Alone. Self-destruct. This may be the win here. SFX takes down Snowly, but it's not going to be enough as the rest of the way the tick finally goes down. So 2.5 minutes in, and Galactic Community finally finds the answer. The doors open, and the payload gets moving here on Blizzard World. So now we're going to see Galactic Community push up a little bit. The death ball strategy works, but 2.5 minutes gone off the clock before you get the payload moving. That's not a very aggressive strategy. So 3:40 on the clock now for Galactic Community to push this over 100 meters all the way through, but this payload moves fast nonetheless. Now the Coalescence is going to be brought out. Grim brings out the Dragon Blade, stops in its track though. Grim is stopped by the hands of the Coalescence by Snowly. Alone gets 2 kills on the meantime on Press M and Waterfall, as well as Bunny's Wrath. So keeping player to watch right now is Alone with this Diva, doing some work here for Galactic Community, and again bringing some light to a team that didn't have anything going for the first 2.5 minutes. By the way, keep in mind on the other side, Galactic Community still has no DS with the death ball strategy going on. In the meantime, Night Raid still has Night Raid. Actually, Grim is going to switch off from one brother to another. Grim is going to bring out the Hanzo as well as Fi getting the rocket barrage here. Kills himself though in the meantime, but Fi gets 2 kills nonetheless. Grim moves on, once again, Grim moves on over to the Hanzo. That works out in their favor. Takes down Lycus, and that's going to be the team fight win here for Night Raid. So stops them in their trap. But Galactic Community still has time. 2.5 minutes left. They've got it down to a great distance for a first fight. But right now, Night Raid's the one to defend it. Alt economy wise, 3 ults coming up. SFX with a Transcendence, Press M with a Valkyrie, and Bunny's Wrath with a Self-Destruct. Their only Galactic Community's only ult is gone because Alone is taken down by the hands of Grim. So, I mean, this man can play anything from close range DPS to long range DPS. Grim's got a chance to do anything here. And right now it's just a battle here, push and shove at this point. See which team can get the push better. Here comes the Self-Destruct right in the background. Not gonna get anybody there. Fine. Waterfall doing some work for Night Raid, however. Fine gets 2 kills in the last 3. Credit for 2 final blows in the last 3, rather. And again, Galactic Community, 30 seconds, not even 30 seconds, they're pushed back to the spawn room. So 1:40 on the clock here between these two teams. Blizzard World here for the second map. Night Raid leads 1-0. We're going to see here if Galactic Community can push up. They're not going to make any changes, so the Death Ball combo is still the plan of choice. Rocket Barrage is going to come in. Fine's got a lot of people down with their shields, but Lyke is able to stop Fine right away with the shield bash. Dragon Strike right down the middle. Not gets anybody there with a good Transcendence there from the teammate on... Actually, no Transcendence there either from... That keeps them alive, though. Alone's going to get the Self-Destruct kill, as well as gets the kill on Bunny's Wrath. So keep in mind, again, player to watch here is Alone if you're the side of Galactic Community, because Alone getting a lot of final blows here. That's important. Those are good picks. 2.35 meters left to go here on the point. Primal Rage being brought out from Waterfall here. Is it going to be enough to hold, though, is the question. In the meantime, Grim is going to bring out the Doomfist. And is it going to be enough, though, as Lycus takes down Grim? And I don't think Grim can find an answer in this case. You tried the Genji, you tried the Hot Knife, tried the Doomfist. None of them was working out, and that's going to be enough to push the payload up to the point. So 2 minutes on the clock now to push this over 100 meters to end their try. And that's a lot of Zarya grenades being thrown over the wall, try and get it high up, but you only have so much room with that. And right now, the throne is where you want to land up, because right now they've got, again, over 100 meters to play this out. Self-Destruct comes out. Is that going to get... Yes, that is. That's going to get 5 right there. Great Diva Bomb. Great Self-Destruct by Alone. Coalescence is also going to be brought up by Snowly. That takes down SFX in the meantime, and the payload moves up even further. Ezra, how about a boot kill there on Grim, rather. That's going to push up this payload even further. So the final meters here, they got to group up now, because that payload is in the home stretch. Somebody's got to touch it here in the final 5 meters. Rocket Barrage being brought out here. Mitsunade is going to take down 5. Grimes on search, gets at least 2 people. That's both Bunny's Wrath and Waterfall in, but not much of a follow-up. Self-Destruct dropped right in the middle. Therion gets the shield up, but not able to protect Ezra, who's on the other side of that Diva Bomb. And right now, Night Raid's going to try their best. 45 seconds left to go. They're going to try and defend this, but if they stop them now, Riptire! Grim gets shut down immediately. What a play by Alone. Forces a Riptire. That's a huge shutdown if you're the team in Galactic Community, so this may be your chance. However, they have no more teammates to fight with, and Galactic Community's got to back up. So Night Raid's got the chance here. Night Raid has to defend this all the way through. Galactic Community, 1 fight. If they win this fight, it's pretty much over at this point. They got to group up. 10 seconds left to go. Somebody's got to get on the point to force overtime with 5 seconds left to go. Darion's going to be the one to do that. Earthshatter used, not really getting anybody, but Waterfall is charged on and still getting some kills. But the Samurai drops. Gets at least 5 people there. Now the Self-Destruct right down the middle. Gets Bunny's Wrath in the meantime. And now the Rocket Barrage right behind, not getting anybody for fight. Ezra's the one to take him down. Primal Rage being brought up by a Waterfall. Still got some time to try and stagger a little bit here. Mercy's going to try the res. Gets the res up on 5, so the Rockets are back. But the payload is ignored entirely. And that is it. 3 points for Galactic Community, something we didn't see in Junkertown. But it is enough. Night Raid's got some work to do. 3 points along the way and time remaining, no time actually on the clock as it hit overtime. So Night Raid's got the chance here. They've got the opportunity. They just have to push this 3 points and win the next round. So 30 seconds. So great round there from Galactic Community. Even if it took up all their time, that may be a breakthrough in what was a Night Raid dominating performance on their attack. Now on Night Raid's attack now, we're going to see if they can push through. Biggest thing I think for Galactic Community there was shutting down Grim entirely. Grim could not get anything going, and the only one to try something was Fi, but Grim getting shut down entirely made it at least a little bit of a 5v6 situation in the minds of Galactic Community, and that is great for them. So right now, Galactic Community's thought process maybe want to be shutting down first Grim and Fi if you're the team in red. If you're the team in blue, however, you got to think they got to shut down Alone. Alone was the biggest player there with a lot of credits to final blows, and this D.Va working well, getting pretty much one kill on every self-destruct except for towards the end where Alone used it but didn't get a kill in that process. So really, Alone comes out here with a big D.Va and showing off for Galactic Community, and this is going to be a good one here. If Galactic Community wins this, we at least play 4, and that's what you want to see here in the tournament. 20 seconds left to go. Again, Galactic Community's thinking. Deathball works for 3 points on attack. Deathball can work to defend all 3 points here on defense. That is exactly what Galactic is doing. In the meantime, Night Raid is going to try something different, but beauty of the game, we can't tell anything until the doors open up, and they want to change because that spawn room is really close. And everybody is moving, which means we're going to stick here. Fi's got a Tracer. Bunny's Wrath has a Sombra. And Grim is going to bring out the Genji, which means there's 3 DPSs on the side of Night Raid to try and take care of maybe Alone. See how much damage they can do. And already Grim's got the kill on Mitsunade. That's 1 tank kill. Gets out there and gets down Ezra. Grim's coming down in the background. Finally, no shutdown here. Grim's got only 4 kills. Lead the charge. And Bunny's Wrath takes down Lycius. How about that? Grim out with 4 kills, jumps out of the gate. And I think he heard me over the comms because Grim is the one to be shut down. Grim needs to be shut down, but Grim shuts down Galactic Community entirely. Forces the door on their face. Whatever analogy you can think of, Grim just comes charging in out of the gate. What a play. 5:30 on the clock to push it. Already has a Dragon Blade to use. Grim is going to try and swing away. Gets the kill on Ezreal to start. Still looking for more, though. Is going to at least maybe get a kill. No, Coalescence comes out just in time to save the rest of the team. But still, press M and Grim in the background with the Genji. Could still do some damage here. The rest of the team still backing up. Grim, I think this Mercy and Genji team may want to do something. They're going to try and suppress the team in the background, but really not much doing there. So right now it's a 4-on-5 situation right now until Grim comes back. Grim's going to come back in the background. Finally, Press M comes back here as well to use the Valkyrie and heal the rest of the team. Self-destruct right on the archway. Not going to get anything going there. Grim's got the charge on Snowy. I don't think Grim's died once this round so far. Already 60% of the way to a Dragon Blade again in this, but still the payload hasn't moved from that contested point. So this is going to be a win here for Galactic Community, but it doesn't show it in the kill feed but Galactic Community pushing back Night Raid all the way through. Pulse Bomb comes in. Tharian not able to bring up the shield because of the EMP, so that's huge. If you're 5, so that's going to bring up a question of whether Galactic Community can hold this out right now, because you still have a Dragon Blade to worry about if you're Grim. No more ults on the side of Night Raid as well, so it's going to be brought out. Alone's going to be taken out by Final Kill, giving credit to Bunny's Wrath. And this payload finally, after a few questions, Night Raid finally moving out the payload just a little bit here, 65 meters along the way. So 3:52 on the clock, and Blizzard World, a very long map on both the second and the third point to play. But the question, so this makes it a question of how long can these teams hold out with the meters. Dragon Blade in the background. Grim's going to have all the power in the world. Earthshatter comes in, not really getting anybody. Great bubble there by Waterfall to protect the team. And Grim is going to come up empty this time with the Dragon Blade. As still EMP comes out, at least 3 people in the bubble of that EMP, and that's going to help them out entirely as the entire team takes down Galactic Community and comes in That is a team kill. So Night Raid comes in with their first team kill of the round. 4:40 on the clock. Big plays there from the team of Night Raid. And that's going to be enough. So 4:30 on the clock. Galactic Community had 2 minutes, a minute 52 to push this up to the second point. Night Raid's got 4:30 to push this up. Keep in mind for Night Raid, they only have one tank. Waterfall is on fire too. They have the primal range available. Valkyrie available for Press M as well. Self-destruct right down on the payload, not getting anybody. Now Galactic Community not changing their strat whatsoever. Still on the death ball situation. So they have to hold this out for 4 minutes. They got to be doing a lot of damage though, because Grim, Bunny's Wrath, and 5 making up for it. Mitsunade is going to take down Grim in the meantime. So this is going to be a win here for Galactic Community, at least for now. But that spawn murmur is really close to where the payload is right now. So 1 minute, 1.5 minutes wasted off the clock. Graviton Surge right there to take down at least Grim and Waterfall, but no follow there. EMP gets the entire team going, so this could be a push here if you're Galactic Community, or if you're Night Raid. However, they do want to take advantage, but unfortunately the hack ends, and a more or less wasted opportunity to try and do something. Lycius takes down Grim with the swing away of the hammer, and that's going to be it. Once again, Galactic Community comes in, and even though they were EMP'd from the entire get-go from Bunny's Wrath, Galactic Community comes up huge with the defense. So 3:10 on the clock. No ults on the side of Night Raid, no ults on the side of Galactic Community, but Alone's going to have a self-destruct, and Ezra's going to have a sound barrier to use. Snowly may also have a coalescence to use in this case, but again, nobody close right now for Night Raid except for Valkyrie on Press M side. Speaking of which, coalescence comes in. Grim switches on over from the Genji into the Pharaoh mode. Coalescence takes down Grim after the switch. And now the hack is going to come up. Bunny's Wrath at least hacks the Tracer, so no more rewinds or glitches. I'm sorry, that takes down rather the hack on Diva. Alone is going to try to stay alive from the hands of Snowly, but it's not enough. And Night Raid's going to have themselves another good push here on this payload. Now the question is here, folks, I mean, do you want to see a little bit of movement here from the team in Night Raid, because they're moving up the payload. Rush comes in, Grim comes in, huge hack, by the way, 1, 2, 3, Samaria, what a play from Grim, a huge hack, by the way, from the Sombra of Bunny's Wrath. 4 people go down, and that's enough to force the team fight. Diva goes down before, after that self-destruct, comes in, Riptire's gonna try and clear out the point. We have a tie game here in Blizzard World. What a game from Night Raid. They're gonna have the chance to win this game right here. A minute 55 on the clock, 3-3 the score. They have 154 to get it to a tick, and it's game over. Series isn't over yet after this. The series isn't over yet after this map. It is a best of 5. So even if Night Raid were to win this, it'll be 2-0. They would have to win Nepal to win it all. Galactic Community has no room of error though. They need to hold this point for the draw, because if they play in Nepal, there is no chance of a tie and no chance of a draw, meaning no mistakes need to happen for Galactic Community. So they're in the hole right now. If Night Raid wins this, they are going to be one control map away from winning this entire thing. Prepare to attack, prepare to defense this phase. Let's talk about the team comps here. Galactic Community is going to try something a little bit different that we haven't seen before. For the first time in this stream, I believe, as well as the tournament, we're going to see a Torbjorn being brought out from Lycius, but that's going to be helped out with the shield from Tharion as well. Mitsunade is going to bring out the Roadhog, something we haven't seen before. So this is a team comp besides Ezra and Snowly that we have not seen yet before. They have to hold this for a minute and 54 seconds with the turret available to them. So the question is, can Night Raid get one tick, 33.3% to win this game? Grim's going to bring out, again, 3 DPSs to play. Grim's got the Genji, Bunny's Wrath has the Sombra, Fi's got the Soldier, and only 1 tank to play, which is Waterfall on the Winston. So here we go, a minute 30 on the clock now, 24 seconds off the clock here. And this is going to be a well-fought match. Somebody's got to get there. If this forces a tie, Galactic Community may not be too much in the hole as they can. One person's on the point, though. This is Bunny's Wrath with the Sombra. Immediately walks away, but halfway down to the tick. That could be huge if anybody clears the point. And right now, Galactic Community has to play on the point to defend it. Grim's got the kill on Lycus. Grim's got the kill on Ezra. That's huge. Grim's got the kill on Therion as well. And this is going to be it. Everybody's off the point. And that is in no trouble whatsoever. Night Raid is up 2-0. Blizzard World is theirs to keep. Take a look at the play of the game here. Great standing there by Night Raid. Grim, no doubt about it. Grim's got play of the game here with this Genji. And already you can see 1 on Mitsunati, 2 on Therion, 3 on Ezra. 4 is going to come on the hands of Snowly. And that, by the way, led the charge for the first aggressive attack on the side of Night Raid. And that's what helps them win. And nonetheless, a great way to go all the way around. One more game, possibly one more game to play. It is Night Raids to win. This is the Oversaw Community Bronze Top 500 Tournament.
Nightmares creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire. With crimson secrets and forbidden bliss, can't stay still, don't stop that thrill. My bones crave your skin, temptation within, mistakes ignite the silence. Nightmares creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire. Yeah.
Night Raid up 2-0 here, and in this control point map, there's no chance of a tie, no chance of a draw, meaning no mistakes on either side. If Night Raid wins this, they are the champions of the Bronze Top 500 Tournament. If Galactic Community wins, we move on to the Temple of Anubis here in the 4th map. My name is Clutch here on your play-by-play, and Toadette is your producer / head of tournament. We've got a good one here, Night Raid, showing up big in both of their previous maps. Excuse me. Night Raid in the first round went on to play in Junkertown 3-2 in a very close game, and then we go on to Blizzard World. Night Raid wins there 4-3. Expect another close one here because now we enter Nepal in a control map, and this is it. If Night Raid wins, once again, they are your champions. Galactic Community wins this out. We move on to Temple of Anubis. Prepare to attack base. Here we go. And the control point is going to unlock in 30 seconds. Rather, we'll take a look at the team comp. Night Raid going to play something a little bit different here. We finally get to see a May out, and that's going to be courtesy of 5. But here's the thing. No tanks on the side of Night Raid. They have 5 supports and 1 DPS from 5. Galactic Community is going to play the standard 2-2-2. Or actually, no, I correct myself there. 3 supports, 2 DPSs, and 1 tank on the other side of Galactic Community. And it's working in favor of Galactic Community so far. They know the stakes. They're playing a lot more aggressive. They clear out the point. All 6 team members on that point. No doubt about it. Galactic Community has the first strike on the point. And an interesting team comp here from Galactic Community. Already interesting team comp here for Night Raid. 5 supports here, something you usually do not see. Night Raid actually, back when we saw earlier last week, Night Raid actually pulled off something like this. They had 6 supports play, but it wasn't on a control map. It was on an escort map that this happened. So they played 6 supports, and it worked out really well. But in this case, Galactic Communities is dealing well with it. How about Lycius getting 2 out of the last 4 kills for them? Azura's got 2 of the last 5 kills there, and a team effort all around. And Night Raid finally getting the snap and realizing that I don't think we can play 5 supports anymore. So they've got the standard 2-2-2 coming up. On the meantime, though, it may be too little, too late here. Galactic Community's got 4 ults coming up: Nano Boost, Rally, as well as a Meteor Strike and a Blizzard. To start here, it's gonna be a little bit of a May battle going on there between Alone, but lands up a draw for a little while. Blizzard's going to come out from Alone, right there in the back row, right in the middle of the point there. Actually, that's going to come out from 5 to use, and Transcendence is right there to use. Lycius has 2 kills so far, and Lycius is just going to run away to get some health here, but great so far if you're the team from Night Raid. 4 players on fire, Tharion and Alone not on fire right now, but Ezra, Lycius, Snowly, and Mitsunati doing the job for them. So right now, player to watch on both sides. If you're Galactic Community, you are looking at Lycius. You're Spy if you're Night Raid right now. Had something going for them, and Grim may do some damage. Has a Rocket Barrage available in the next 2%. Gets 1 more hit, and that's available. Yes, it is. 95%. Somebody's got to get on this point to force overtime. Somebody's got to get here, and just in time, this D.Va comes in from Bunny's Wrath. In time, Wyatt and Alone are going to have a little bit of a May battle going on here, but I don't think they realize there's a fight going back on the point. Spy's going to try to jump around. Jumps around the entire wall. Ezra's going to get down here. Going to go down to the hands here. Transcendence is brought out here as well by SFX, so this is a battle of push and shove at this point. Nobody's got an ult to use. Night Raid finally flips the script here. Bunny's Wrath gets 2 of the last 3 kills, and the rally is popped out as well, but is it going to be enough? Mitsunati's going to go down, and what a flip by Night Raid. 99-0. 99-0 flip. Night Raid finally gets their bearings. Now the question is, can they hold this all the way? You've got a 99-0. It was 99-0. But then, as soon as that happened, Bunny's Wrath comes out. 2 of 3 kills in that first strike for the team fight, and that's all she wrote there for Galactic Community. So Night Raid having to deal with this. They gotta hold this all the way through. Starts off, Blizzard's gonna go right down in the middle, so that's gonna pretty much get at least 1 person on there. Self-destruct's gonna come down in the middle, get Snowly, and not much else otherwise. So it's a 3-3 trade here on both sides. Grim takes down Alone, and actually moves around just a little bit more after that, but still a good hold here for Night Raid. They're gonna hold this all the way through, so they're halfway home to putting a 99-0 flip show on for us here. Night Raid showing off their dominance from the tournament last week in the Bronze Diamond tournament. Thing is, Galactic Community still got a chance. They've got time. 2 ults to place, Transcendence, as well as a Meteor Strike coming out from Galactic Community. But if you're the team in Night Raid, 3 players on fire. 2 of them have it all from Transcendence, as well as the McCree with a Deadeye. Valkyrie's going to come out from Press M, still bringing out some more kills. And again, Deadeye comes in for Grim, takes down Ezra and Alone. And Athena calls a team kill. That is Night Raid's 5th team kill of the series, and Galactic Community still has yet to get one. But Night Raid comes in, dominating performance, and from what we thought was almost impossible for Night Raid to do is coming into reality. 99-0 to 99-92 right now. Night Raid's got the chance to do this. They can flip it. Somebody's got to get on this point if you're Galactic Community. The only one to do it is Darion. Gets the point just in time. Flashback not in time from Grim, so hold on to it, and that gets the rest of the team going. Blizzard comes down right in the middle. That's going to be good here. That's going to be from Fine. Not going to get anybody in the process, though. And this is Galactic Communities to win. As Zero takes down the mech as well as Bunny's Wrath all together. So again, only one person left to go on this point. That is Grim to try and hold on to it. Nobody's got ults either, so Waterfall's going to have to preserve this on his own. But they're doing well with it so far. Got 2 kills. Brings out the Wrecking Ball. Tharion's got the kill on Grim. Going to try and hang around as long as possible here in the overtime clock. You're gonna try and hang around. Like you see, only one is gonna come in with a Doomfish. Tries to hang around, but all 6 players are on the point now for Night Raid. Again, spin right around there. Tharion's gonna try and hold on to the point, and the stagger works. We got a second team fight here in overtime. Grin's got the McCree though to work in his favor. Right now has 3 for 3 kills in the team fight. Barker's gonna come out for Press M. So just a little bit of the team fight, but right now it's in favor of Galactic, in favor of Night Raid. How about that? Flips the point. 99-0 brings the 100-99 flip into reality, and Night Raid 100% away from winning the championship in Galactic Community. I don't know if you can find much of an answer after that, because you had the chance to win that, but Night Raid showing up otherwise and brings down the house at the Shrine. So now potentially one more map to play. Sanctum is again potentially that the last map we will see here in the tournament. Galactic Community has to win this to force it to go to the village. If they don't, Night Raid is your champions. Take a look at the team cons. Bunny's Wrath is going to stick on to the Hammond now. But keep in mind, player to watch on Night Raid's side, Grim. Brought out the McCree before. We've seen a McCree, we've seen a Genji, we've seen a Hanzo. We've seen pretty much everything that Grim has to offer. But now playing the Tracer, we'll see how much that affects them. In the meanwhile, Galactic Community is going to bring out a McCree from Alone. Lycius is going to bring Torbjorn. Maybe put some pressure on if they capture the point, in which they will have at least one person there. Somebody's got to defend it, but Mitsunari's going to be staying all alone here. Nobody's got on the point. SFX may move them off, but that's about it. It's a one-person game on this point right now, but Mitsunari able to take the point by themselves, and this is going to be a good way for Galactic Community to start. And now the pressure's on. The Torbjorn turret gets fight in the process, so Bunny's Wrath all alone switches on over from the Wrecking Ball to the Genji. So now you see 3 DPSs once again for Night Raid. They got to get something going though, but again, same story. You can never tell until it hits 99, because Galactic Community had themselves a 99-0 game. Night Raid had the flip and held it all the way through 100-0 in an impressive enough game. Now, Galactic Community has the same situation. They have the point to themselves. The question is, can they hold? Torbjorn turret right behind there is going to be good for now. Self-destruct comes right down in the background. Able to jump out of it just in time. Waterfall does take some damage from it, but able to jump out just in time. So now they're going to back up here a little bit. Night Raid a little more scattered than we're used to seeing them, because they've only got 5 people on one side. On the other hand, on the other side, you're going to see, I believe that's going to be Grim on the other side by themselves. 66%. Pulse Bomb's going to come out. As Zero is taken down by that Pulse Bomb, Alone's going to end that rain right away. So halfway to the strike, but not much doing. Again, this Torbjorn turret causing a lot of trouble for the team in blue. And Lycus is going to get a lot of credit here with the Torbjorn turret as Molten Core comes out, takes down SFX as well. Now's the time. Nano Boost takes down, is brought out by Bunny's Wrath. A Nano boosted one is not going to be enough to do anything really. And that is, and 91%, but again, no, but this is a different story now. Night Raid has no ults to use coming in. Sound Barrier, the only one to use here if Night Raid wants to do it. Overtime clock is going to run. Grim is going to try their best. Sound Barrier drops, gets 3 people in it, and gets hacked, so no more shield in the meantime. So that's a big EMP coming in from Alone. Self-destruct comes down in the background, tries to clear out the point. Nobody there, but no, it's still going to be a question of the stagger here. Waterfall and this Mercy going to try here. Press M. Still got a chance. Overtime clock is going to run. No more stagger chances. And Galactic Community flips the script on Night Raid. 100-0 on the Sanctum, which means we play Game 3 on the Village. And what a game, guys. What a game you are witnessing so far. It has been close. There has not been a single team that has been shut down at any point in this game, because every single time both teams have scored at least 2 points on the first 2 maps. You can't score 2 points here, or you can't tie at 2 points here either, otherwise it's game over for one team. But right now it's looking as if we might go to game 4 if Galactic Community can keep this up. Night Raid's going to have to find a strategy right now, because it's looking like Galactic Community has the momentum going here into the Village. So 1-1 the score. They're going to change up the team comms a little bit. Night Raid's going to switch. Night Raid has some switches. Bunny's Wraith is going to move on over to the D.Va. Fi and Grim are going to stay there. Grim's going to stay on the Pharah. Fi's going to play the Mei in the meantime. Galactic Community's got some change, not too many changes, but Ezra we see playing the Ezra we usually see playing the Zenyatta. That's not the case. Ezra's going to play the Mercy this time with Snowly now on the Zenyatta. But Night Raid's finally got something going. Fi is getting some kills here. The point unlocks, but everybody's got their focus on this pharmacy combo between Grim and Press M, which really they should be paying attention to the point here. If anything, they'll finally take down the combo here, and they've got the point to themselves. So Night Raid now caps the point, and now they're going to go back out to play aggressively. Summer's going to be brought in from Lycius. They may try point here, or Lycius is going to try and get all the way around this team. Yes, Lycius is going to go all the way around and see if that Summer can do anything. Gets the hack off on Fi, so not much Fi can do anyways, even after the hack. Only the wall and the heal maybe, but that's about it. So the pharmacy combo really going to be the key to win this one. Rocket Barrage comes in, takes down SFX. Grim's right there to take him down, and Bunny's Wrath gets credit for Therion and Snowly going down. And now Night Raid has a little bit of momentum going on their side. So no, you can't call momentum in this game whatsoever, because Night Raid wins on the Shrine, 100-99 after a 99-0 flip. Galactic Community sweeps the board back on the Sanctum, and now Night Raid's looking to do the same against Galactic Community, knowing the stakes on both sides here. Darren's gonna play up aggressively, goes to jump in, tries to get a few points of damage, but Darren's gonna go down himself. Self-destruct comes right down, up and down it goes, but not much going there for the D.Va from Mitsunati. In the meantime, self-destruct in the meantime, background not getting anything. Great wall there by the Mei from Fi. Sound barriers dropped, that gets at least 4 people, no EMP from Lycius anyway, so that's not gonna help them. Now the Blizzard comes down right in the middle of the payload, really knocking Buddy here. But that does clear out the payload, that clears out the point nonetheless. So it's still a good fight here from Night Raid to hold on to this point, 85%. This is it, basically. They have one more team fight to use. Nobody from the spawn room, not able to group up either. So they have to group it up. If you're Galactic Community, you have to win it here. Rocket Barrage comes in, takes down Ezra, takes down Alone, takes down Mitsunati, Max Santa Maria. What a play for Grip. Is that enough to force the fight, though? It's the question. They've got 4 people on the point. They may flip it. Night Raid's got it. Night Raid's gonna force the overtime clock, and Night Raid is gonna be your champions of the Oversalt Community Bronze Top 500 tournament. What a game from both sides. And what a game all around. Play of the game goes to Grim. Grim's had 2 plays of the game so far. I believe maybe 3 if I recount their first game. But we will have not another game here. Deadeye comes out, gets the double kill. Great Mei wall in the background, by the way, from Fi as well. And that gives the win to Night Raid. Brings out the broom from the closet, 3-0. And a great way to end. Again, last week, Night Raid comes in to the Bronze Diamond. By the way, our first epic on the cards, or legendary, I'm sorry, 11 votes for that Tracer, so I guess all around GG's from both sides. You're taking a look at Night Raid, though. They had the victory in their hands in the championship round against huge players in the Bronze Diamond tournament. But the Bronze Top 500 tournament puts them in the same situation, only this time Night Raid's on the other side of a sweep and wins there. So can't say more, but give kudos to Galactic Community all the way through. They played well. Every player coming in here, we saw Galactic Community come in the last round. Again, playing a great game against Bench Street Boys, winning their game 2-1. So nonetheless, a great round all around, and I think we can pretty much wrap it up here. So hopefully you all had a good time here, even if it was a recording, but we hope you guys watched over and over, at least to, you know, get a sense of what this community is all about, and to maybe join in on the community as well. We will see you guys in the future. Our next tournament coming up, let me check. Yep. I'm sorry? Yep. So next week is going to be the 8-player free-for-all deathmatch. We hope to see you guys in the future there. And for now, take care, and we will see you guys later.